because reading is hard, right? We've got to accept that first. Reading in English is hard work. We've got to understand that because we're forcing our brain to do something that's not biologically primary, is the way that we might term it. We are using parts of the brain that weren't designed to do that thing, but it is tapping into things that there is a biological imperative for. So taps into language, of course, but the beauty of reading is it's more fully formed. You know, we might talk later about oracy, but spoken language is very different to written language. It's more considered. You'll get, you know, Philip Pullman writes an 8-clause sentence in his children's books in places. That's not how you'd talk, or you'd have a lot of like moments where you break off or you interject or you have to do and think about it. You can get transported. I mean, I love talking to parents about reading, and I say to them, put your hands up if any of you have ever been naughty and skipped to the end of a book, and they ask them to tell me why they did it. And they'll say, well, I had to find out if they were going to be all right. And I'm like, how weird is that? You're reading characters on a flat page, you know, literally printed characters. And from that, you're creating language. But not only that, you're creating worlds, and you are actually caring about people that don't exist necessarily unless it's non-fiction. So it does great things in the brain. Your brain changes every time you read, I believe, you know, that's, you know, you're somewhat different. Keeps the brain active. It correlates really strongly with empathy, and we know that empathy is, well, actually some people don't realize how important empathy is. I think they think that's a desirable extra, but actually empathy really does power attainment. It powers problem solving. It makes you far better placed to navigate, you know, working spaces. So there's that benefit. There's exposure to vocabulary, learning new things about the world that you might not otherwise encounter, being transported, seeing yourself.